AM 560. The Answer.
1.4 million. That's enough to feed the Pritzkers for a year.
I believe that's a net number. So yeah, but I mean, it was all, it all happened over one trip, and it was just, incredibly lucky. And as you know, most of the time, anybody who's been to a casino, you win, and all of anybody who's played cards in a casino knows that you often play for too long and lose whatever it is that you've won. I was fortunate enough to have to leave before that happened. So
yeah, you've been here 4 hours. Go home, fat boy.
Well, he's a fool and he's a moron, but also, most importantly, Sean, he hates America. And let's just be honest about it. You can't love your country and then fight President Trump to keep murderers murdering. Just think about that for a second. President Trump is saying, let us work with you, with the FBI, with ICE, with ATF, with DEA, with the National Guard, to stop the murdering in your city. And Pritzker is saying he wants to protect the murderers, the people that are shooting dozens and dozens of people every single week. Chicago is more dangerous.
He's not. He's saying, hit me, hit me, hit me. Definitely more Queens. Definitely more Queens. Glenn in Orlando.
Hey, Sean. So when they raided Mar-a-Lago, John Bolton was so happy. He said we have to prosecute Trump as quickly as possible. So now the hunter has become the hunted. And I hope they go after Mike Pence next.
Well, I just want to see how many top secret documents and from how long John Bolton had. He may have some real evidence that could bring down a lot of those Bush warmonger, Bush profiteers. I hope he brings them all down. I really do.
Me too.
8 months, he solved 8 wars. And what did Bush do? Now watch this drive. Bill in Antioch.
Yeah, hey, John. Wondering if you can help me out with this. As far as the Senate goes, with the continuing resolution votes, I still don't understand what perhaps might be what some people call the nuclear option, where why doesn't the Senate just say, hey, majority, just vote the majority and screw the 60% or whatever the rules for the
60
Senate.
Vote. Well, you can screw the rules. Screw the rules.
Yeah.
Well, I have to tell you, I don't necessarily agree with that. And you're coming from the standpoint of we have to solve the problem, which is what? Really, what is the problem right now? As it sits, the government, 18% of the government is shut down. 18. The rest of it runs on automatic pilot. I don't care, Bill, if it's shut down for a year. I really don't. I don't care. In fact, he has more discretion now than he would have if they had passed a continuing resolution. I know the judges pretend that they could stop the firing and all the rest of it, but it'll be challenged to the Supreme Court. Freeze them all out for eternity, because this stops all of the money that funnels back and funds Trans-Tifa and Antifa and every other domestic terrorist organization. So I personally love it. I hope they keep them out for a year. I'm not looking to solve their problem. After all, they don't do anything anyway. It's a good reason.
I got to kind of agree with shutting it down is good.
Keep it shut down for another 10 years. We'll all do fine. We're not the ones that need it on. That's the other side of the coin. The ones who need it on are the suck-ons, the welfare roaches. That's who needs it on. I don't need it on. I don't care if it ever goes on. But then again, I'm a doer. I'm a maker. I'm not a taker. That's who the country's for. It's not for the takers. And all of this problem is because somehow you've given the idea that people are entitled to this stuff. And you're not entitled to anything but your own property, which is what I believe is called money. But somehow the communists, they want to take your money away.
So a lot of individuals in this city pay more than 50% of their income in taxes. When you talk about a fair share, how much more than, what is the fair share? What's the number?
I've said that we should increase personal income taxes by 2%.
Is fair?
And my point is this.
Give up more than half of your income. That's
if you're making $1 million in New York City, or more than that, you can afford to pay 2% more. And the reason...
Who says who? Child, you? Why does New York City, which sucks, New York City sucks. It's dirty, it's filthy, it's crime-ridden. Why do they get to make $510,000 off of a guy who makes $1 million? Why? Can you describe that, you Islamo-Nazi fraud? Because then they get the money. These bust-outs, suck-ons who do nothing, like the mayor of Markham and their commission who took away your property rights. This is how the mind of a slave is. So just say, oh, that doesn't sound, that's not bad. Another 2%. How about this? How about you're entitled to nothing? How about if you really do have money, you could do what Pritzker does. Never work and gamble. Go have a good time. Patrick, Chicago.
Man, now I know what happened to people who wanted to get the marijuana dispensaries. That money, that's the $1.4 million right there. I mean, to sit there and watch him smirk about I got incredibly lucky, and he's smirking. You got incredibly lucky when you were born, fat boy.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
tell me about how you got. And I'm with you. Put it. I want to see the video. Whoever's running against this guy's got to demand it. I want to see
Patrick,
the video of you.
we had him on
playing
tape.
cards.
We had him on tape buying seats, giving campaign. Nobody cares. The Democrat morons, and you know this, you've been around them your whole life. They'll vote for a pickle jar. They'll vote for Charles Manson resurrected. What's this guy? Just some trust fund baby whose mother knew who to give her a lap dance to? That's all he ever was. All he'll ever be. We'll be back.
This is the Sean Thompson Show on AM 560. The Answer.